How's it going, everyone? I had a story I just want to share with you. This hasn't happened to me, and that was my text. That's great. Uh, so, um, anyways, so this hasn't happened to me in like 5 years. But I'm usually really good with my driving. I didn't know this quick side story thing, but I've always driven with, if you make fist with your toes, like if you curl your feet up, if that makes sense. I've always driven like that. I can't drive with my feet, um, my right foot relaxed on the pedal. Like I always thought that was normal, and I tried for months to try to just drive with it, and I can't. I don't know if that's a tick or whatnot, but it's just something that I noticed when I asked I finally noticed it a couple months ago, and I asked Rob and Josh and other people. Um, and they said, no, I drive with my foot, like relaxed inside my shoe, like, but mine's always like that, like I can't drive. If you drive that way, let me know, because I hopefully I'm not the only one. But so I was heading to work, and this happened before the storm and whatnot, and a couple days before the storm, and I was getting onto the highway. And uh, this car was way behind me on the left. Like they were on the highway, and I looked, and I'm like, oh, okay, there's plenty of room for me to come over because they were pretty far back. The guy sped up and then stayed next to me so that I couldn't get onto the highway. So I ended up driving off on the side of the road with the crap that, makes your car sound like it's being crushed. And then the road gets kind of narrow right there. So I was almost driving off of the road down into like where these ditches are. So then finally, and I was like, fucking whore and fucking mother, and fuck, fuck, and ugh, I'll have to put a thing on them. Anyways, I got behind him finally, because and then I sped. I was so angry, and I don't have road rage. I really don't. If someone cuts me off, I'm like, whatever, it's not worth it. But I was so angry, and I think it had to do with the Caprialia, and just how my ticks were, and or are, and whatnot. And then they're better now. They're, since my meds are up. But I sped around, got on the left side, put the passenger window down, and I start going off on the guy, and he starts motioning over, like, pull over. And I said, pull over. Pull over. That's fine. And fuck, and it was so stressful. And he pulls over. I pull over in front of him, and I get out. Make sure I don't get hit by oncoming cars that are coming by. And he gets out, and he's an older guy, and I'm like, what the hell is your problem? Why are you being an asshole? Like, you could have gotten me killed, and my car went down that ditch. Why didn't you let me on speed? He's like, there's no law against this, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, it's common courtesy. Um, Later, I found out there is no law. If anything, I didn't have a yield sign at the end of the ramp that goes on the highway, but apparently there isn't a law. It's just kind of a common courtesy thing. But I always thought I swore someone told me it was a law, or that I was told by one of the cops years ago that I worked with that it was a law, because they have another lane they can get over, and yours ends, so you have to get on. But anyway, so I'm going off on him, and he's just, I'm like, don't be an asshole, this and that, blah blah blah, and I'm getting in his face, and he just, like, whatever, whatever. I'm just like, you're gonna fucking kill somebody. And so he gets in his car, or I get in my car, and I, slam my door shut, and I'm really worked up, and I don't know why I call him a fucking whore, but I don't know. I was thinking that a lot in my head for some reason. I don't know, but so I get back into traffic and go, and then I notice he speeds onto the highway too, and he's like riding my ass. So I'm thinking, oh, please follow me to my job because it's right down the road, and we can go behind my building. And if he wants to do something, and I'm a pacifist at heart. I'm not in conflict, but I was so angry, and I thought, whatever, if something happens, it happens. But as soon as we got closer to my job and my exit, he immediately cut across all the way to the third lane over, which is the fast lane, or the second, fast lane, because there's a middle lane and then the other lane. But and then I just see him, whatever. But I memorized the company that was on this van, so if he's ever around, if they ever try to um, so, if they ever try to come in where I work and say this or that, I'm just gonna tell them no, and this is the reason, and no thank you, and yada yada. And I know it's petty to hold a grudge, but I have a crisp memory, so I remember everything about that van and him. So yeah, so I mean, you don't have to let somebody on if you drive, but just remember that don't be a dick and speed up and you know deliberately. I mean, it was deliberate. It wasn't an accident. Deliberately not let them on to where they're driving off the road, and it's not flat off the road. It goes down into a ditch. I mean, there's no reason for you to do that. And I checked when I was looking over. There was space in the other two lanes. He could have moved over at any point, but he deliberately did that. So maybe he's having a bad day, but still, that's no excuse. If you have a bad day, don't take it out on a stranger. Um, but he pissed me off. So I just thought that was a story to share. That was kind of funny. I literally thought that I'm, gonna beat the crap out of this person, and then I'm not gonna show up at work, and they're gonna wonder what happened, and I'm gonna have to call them from jail or something because I was so angry, and I don't. I'm a very patient person, but if you flip that switch with me, it's not pleasant, and I try not to be like that because it just leads to nothing but trouble. Fuck trouble for you. Yeah, so anything similar happened to you, feel free to share in the comments. Like, dislike, thumbs up, down, whatever you want to do. I hope you're all doing well, and I will talk to you later.